Oh, okay. Everything sorted? Let me just make sure that everything is in order. So, mute that first of all. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports. My name is Cal, and we are here for about a 15-minute intro, and then we have Sharks versus Cardiff. Why is that not working? Give me uno momento. Score. Right. Let me make sure that's correct. Paste and update. Right. Hopefully this will get the right scoreboard and everything we need. If not, we might have a little. Oh no! Wait, no. That seems to be fixed. I hope. It says bulls, but no. We'll see. We will see momentarily. But do get your comments and everything in. I like chatting to you guys as we go. Obviously, this is a bit of a nothing game for the Sharks and Cardiff. Neither team can make the playoffs. But let's go into a bit of the, I suppose, how each team is faring. You may have heard that Josh Adams is back for Cardiff for this game. And what has been kind of being called the shadow team for the Sharks. As you can tell, it is not it's nowhere near their first string side, because that will obviously be being rested for the game against Gloucester this coming next weekend, which it's going to be an interesting one because Gloucester have their moments, but they've had a pretty torrid season overall. God, that's made my glasses worse. But then again, so have the Sharks. So we'll see. But that doesn't mean that these players playing today can't play themselves into contention for the game against Gloucester. So hopefully they go well, and from there there's a good follow up. And potentially some of these players can get themselves into that first team against Gloucester. You never know. We will certainly find out. But let's go through some quick pre-match news. The game obviously gets underway in about 14 minutes or 13 and a half. It is at home for the Sharks, so it's a home game in Derbs at 5:15. So it's definitely a second string side for the Sharks, or even potentially a third string. But considering how our second string has gone this year, slightly worrying. But hopefully we can do something there. So you've got people like Etzebeth flying to England early. Although I don't think he actually came back. I imagine he just stayed after the last game. But it is a completely changed 23 from the defeat to Benetton last weekend. So an entirely new team. Now this either will work really well or not great. Cardiff made 9 changes for the last URC fixture. Josh Adams comes back. Ray Lilo comes back in as well, along with his centre pairing of Halaholo, with also Ellis Bevan in at scrum half. Corey Domashowski, Liam Belcher, Reese Litterick make an all-changed front row for Cardiff, with lock Shane Lewis-Hughes and number 8 Alan Lawrence also drafted in. Wales internationals Evan Lloyd, Reese Carey, Kieran Nasserati, Seb Davies, Mackenzie Martin, and Mason Grady all dropped the bench, along with fly half Tinas de Beer, who most of you South Africans will know quite well from his time with the Pumas. Bloody good player. He's replaced by Ben Thomas at 10, who switches to centre to partner Bevan, who covers injured Gonzalo Bertrano, who obviously, as you probably all know, is an Argentinian scrum half. Bloody good player too. Now the Sharks, they have 4 debutants today. But as Joe Mangalo, the defense coach, was saying, all of these players do have a chance, an opportunity to put their hands up for next weekend's game against Gloucester. Crossboarding, yep, let's go Sharks. I'm actually quite excited to see some new players. I'm not expecting much, which is quite nice in a way. Joey Mongolo had good stuff to say about these players. They're the unsung heroes because you don't often see them, but they are an integral part of the group, acting as opposition, preparing for that, to prepare that the starting lineup for playing against the opponent. But they are getting a chance to showcase themselves today. And you never know, that hopefully we'll see some real skill. I'm looking forward to seeing Apollos play. And it's crazy. Well, I suppose it's not crazy because Cohen Bosch will probably be the reserve 10 against Gloucester. So but he just can't get a start anywhere at this point. He's either on the bench for the first team or on the bench for the second team. Cardiff are in 13 with 3 victories from this season, level on 25 points with the Sharks, with a place above them in 12th. I think we have four victories this season. Let's see. So the Blues and Blacks, 34-13 reverse against Lions in Joburg last weekend was a record 8th defeat in a row, surpassing a run of 7 successive losses in 2015. So Cardiff certainly looking to bounce back a little bit here. And I think we can all remember the last time that the Sharks played Cardiff at home. I think we lost 35-0. So hopefully that's not a repeat, but I mean, Christ, you never know with this Sharks team. Depressingly so, you never know with this Sharks team. But certainly the head coach of Cardiff was saying we've changed things up a little bit and had to re-energize the group. It's always a physical challenge coming to South Africa, obviously. So rotated the pack and some real experience coming back into that backline. They want to finish the season on a positive fashion, as do the Sharks. Although I suppose the Sharks season is not over, and they have 2 games left where they can give a good impression. Looking at the actual lineups now, we'll go through the home side first, so the Sharks, and then we'll go through Cardiff. And if you're looking at the Sharks, we've got Dion Blula, Dylan Richardson, Kwesi Mona, Corne Raal, and Reniel Hugo in the front 5. Reniel Hugo is the captain for today. Tino Ovaseri, who I think has been quite impressive this season, actually. Simon Miller and Sikumbuzo Noche. It's good to see him back in the starting lineup and actually getting some game time. Interesting, they said a completely different 23 because Cohen Bosch is still there. So I'd say it's a completely different 22. But certainly a different starting lineup. And then we got Tian Furi, Lionel Crenier as the 9-10 partnership. Gianti makes his way back onto the wing. We haven't seen him in a couple of games. Edouard Keita is playing 12. Now that's interesting because Keita is definitely a winger. But we'll see how he goes at 12. With Diego Apollos, who I'm excited to see. I'm certainly excited to see that going into the last few rounds. I think my camera is just covering the scoreboard slightly, and that's why it's not fully working. So give me a second, and then hopefully that'll work. And that's why we can't see the scoreboard. There we go. And then let's go on to, so we got Apollos at 13, Yar Pentre at 14. So we haven't seen him in ages, and he was a staple in the last few seasons. And Butch Chamberlain at 15. So it's certainly an interesting side from the Sharks, and I'm hoping to see a few of these, not new players but underutilized players getting a good run out. And then we go on to Cardiff, and we've got Corey Domachowski, Liam Belcher, who's the captain, and Rhys Litterick in the front row, Shane Lewis-Hughes and Rory Thornton in the second row, Ben Donnell, James Botham, and Alan Lawrence in the back row. Then we got Ellis Bevan at scrum half, who's been drafted in. Ben Thomas also drafted in. Gabriel Hammer-Webb, or it might be Hamer-Webb. I think it might be Hamer-Webb. And then obviously the returning partnership of Willis Halaholo and Ray Lilo in the centres. Josh Adams at 14 and Cameron Winnett, who I would argue he's been their standout player this year. Certainly was a standout player in his Welsh time this year. So quite an exciting Cardiff team actually, and I think it's going to be an interesting game to see how the Sharks deal with it because it's not a bad side. Oh, excuse me, I've just got a bit of gas. And then we look at the benches. For the Sharks, we've got Dan Neuster, Bram Reinecker, Iechia Prinsloo, Thomas Dyer, Nick Hatton, Bradley Davids, Cohen Bosch, probably the only person still in the 23 from last weekend. Oh no, wait, Bosch wasn't in the squad last weekend. It was Butch Chamberlain who was. So yes, it is an entirely different, not an entirely different 23, but positionally, yes, it's an entirely different one. And Anthony Volmink, he's on the bench. That's quite. I'm happy about that because he's a class player, but we just haven't seen him. And then on to Cardiff, we've got Evan Lloyd, Reece Carey, Kieran Asarati, Seb Davies, Mackenzie Martin, Tinas De Beer, Jacob Beetham, and Mason Grady. Mason Grady offering that huge huge physique and power off the bench. So I think it's going to be certainly an interesting game. I don't know if it'll be particularly an exciting game. We will certainly find out. But I'm keen to see the Sharks develop their non-starters, their first team players because God, we need to. Our our second string side in recent years has just been truly tragic. Uh, Let me know what you think. What you reckon the score will be, and yeah, let's get a chat going. See what you guys think's gonna happen with this game. I'm just gonna keep moving my picture around until it kind of yeah. I think that's probably the best I'll get it without covering the scoreboard. But let's see who we got here. Who have we got in the? Let's see. Uh, Cardiff in pink, Sharks in white. Interesting. Sharks in white is a home game. Why have they done that? I mean, don't really mind, but sure, bit strange. Let's see. Is it going to show? I know it's on BBC Sport. Oh, excuse me. Such nice weather today, but it's giving me a. Oh, it's live on Welsh TV. No, I can't. Well, I'll keep it up just in case. Just in case my streaming site doesn't work very well. But let's go. Okay, so the referee, we've got Frank Murphy from the IRFU, so the Irish referee, Griffin Colby and Stephen Geldenhuis as the assistant referees, and how do you write that? Egan? Egan Cross from Ireland as well as the TMO. So we've got assistant referees from South Africa, and then the rest are Irish. Okay, not bad, not bad. I think there might be some shouts of bias if if the assistant referees have a big impact on this on this game. So yeah, so Cardiff trying to get out of a record losing streak, and I suppose the Sharks just trying to make a slightly better season out of it, but also blood some new players. That's what I'm excited about. So do chuck your score predictions in the chat. Cross-boarding Sharks 44, Cardiff 14. We will see. That's quite a score for a Sharks team that is 23 new players. When I say new players, I mean in a new playing squad. We got 4 debutants today. But that's a hell of a shout. We will see if we'll see how much that stands up to the test of time, shall we? But I'm forever hopeful that you might be correct on that one. So I guess we will find out. I would certainly be hopeful, but the way the Sharks have been playing recently, let's not hold our breath. Right, what else to chat about? Let's go through the players and think. I'm gonna say who I think will stand out in this game. For the Sharks, I reckon Apollos will stand out. I mean, Corne Rall and Reniel Hugo, I think they'll have a good game. Mavisseria, I love watching him play. So I suppose those are kind of my watch for players in the Sharks. For Cardiff, I would say I quite like Reese Litterick. I think the centre pairing of Halaholo and Ray Lilo will go well. and then maybe Winnis as well. I think that those will be kind of players to watch going into this game. Oh, excuse me, I can't stop yawning. Yeah, so those will be my shout outs to watch going into this. Oh crap! Do let me know who you think will stand out in this game. Most people tend to have different opinions. Also, if we have any Welsh fans watching along, do let me know and kind of give me your kind of perspective on not obviously the Welsh Six Nations, but also Welsh teams in general and how rugby union is doing in Wales, because they are struggling at the moment with the teams running out now. Cardiff in pink and black, so that makes sense of why the Sharks are playing in white, I guess. Liam Belcher, the Cardiff rugby captain for today, maybe ongoing as well, but certainly is for today. I'm just gonna get everything sorted out and ready for the game. Oh, they are playing interesting music at the Shark Tank today. And is that Noche? Interesting. Okay. 50th appearance for Noche in an international competition for the Sharks. And considering how little he's played recently, that's impressive. Shows a lot how much he's played in the past few seasons. But it's good to see him back. It's certainly good to see Noche back in the Sharks outfit. Raniel Hugo, the captain for today. Haven't seen him in a while either. So good to see him back. And I hope the Sharks do well today. I really want to see these kind of fringe players do really well. Let's see. What do I reckon the score will be? Oh, and there's Lionel Currie. He must be about 400 at this point. I reckon. I think it'll be quite close actually. I'm banking. I'm reckoning it'll be L for the Sharks. Good luck with it. Thanks, Anthony. I reckon it'll be close. I actually think Cardiff had a decent chance of winning this one. It depends how well the Sharks gel what feels like a brand new team. So I'm thinking along the lines of 29-25 to Cardiff. So Sharks kick off through Lionel Currie. He kicks deep, and I'm going to have to get the Cardiff players' names up because I cannot remember them. Cardiff have it in their 22. Domachowski's going to rumble it up a little bit, try and set a better platform. And they clear through their scrum half. He finds a decent touch, almost up to the Cardiff 22. Right. Let me try and find these team sheets so that I can quickly find the names if I forget who's playing. That's just totally. Here we go. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I got. No, that's just the Sharks. Why are you not showing me Cardiff? Ugh. So it'll be a Sharks line out for Dylan Richardson. Just inside the. There we go. That's no. That must have been a while ago. Come on. What, are you gonna give me exactly what I need or not? No, that's just Car. That's just the Sharks. I need both teams. Okay, this give it to me. So 12. So both teams on 27 points, 12th and 13th respectively on the log. And yeah, they're under. Well, neither team are anywhere near making the playoffs. So it's just, I suppose it's a bit of what's the word? I don't even know what I call the word is. For the Sharks, it's about rotation, getting a couple of their players a bit of game time. Um, right. Well, can't you tell me the team sheet? No, you can't. Sharks do win their line out. Richardson breaks off the back, feeds it to Pencre. Noche with Noche with his good first carry. Good feeding, good distribution from Sharks from off there. Mavaseri with a good carry. Mavaseri with his first start for the Sharks. Noche with a good carry. Good recycle. Here's Crenier decides not to use Dianti and goes himself. That's definitely offside there from Cardiff. But this, I tell you what, Oskonov is a Cater with a good hit, but he's knocked backwards by a couple of Cardiff forwards. And we are losing a little bit of ground, not much, but not making any head road at the moment. But I tell you what is really good is it's a brilliant kick there from Lionel Crenier. Gets the ball out on the Cardiff 22, so it will be a Cardiff line out, but certainly a good pressure and a good territory gain there from uh, from the Sharks and Lionel Crenier. So it's a line out for Cardiff just inside the 22. They take it at the front. Then it's out to who's playing 9 for them? It's Bevan, isn't it? Yeah, it's Bevan. Ellis Bevan. Still inside their 22, so I imagine Bevan's going to box kick this and try and get it out as far as he can. Reniel Hugo trying to charge it down, doesn't quite get there. Ball finds touch again. Better kick this time from the scrum half. Hart brings play just inside Cardiff's half. Carmen, how you doing? So Dylan Richardson will have another throw into the lineup. 3 minutes gone, and Sharks still have field position inside the Cardiff half. They take it at the front through Ra, although they've moved it quickly. Mavaseri pops out with it. Cater runs straight into number 7. Yeah, because these players don't have on the list I'm looking at. They don't have numbers. They get it out to Gianti, who steps in field again, showing some good feet there. Raul to Crenier to Noche. Oh, it's Tian Fury. That's it, Tian Fury. Crenier tries the boot again. It is charged down by a foot from Cardiff. The ball's been knocked back, and then there's an offside call. I think it's an accidental offside. But the Sharks get the first penalty and the first opportunity for points if they choose it. I think they're going to go to I think they're going to have, considering they don't have anything really to lose in this game. I think they're going to go for kind of an attacking mindset of rugby today. Lionel Crenier with a good kick. Yeah, it was definitely accidental offside, but still a penalty. Referee just getting his technical equipment rearranged. Still 0-0 at this point. Neither team has scored anything. What colour is Cardiff and Sharks? So Cardiff is playing in pink and black, and the Sharks are playing in black. I thought they were meant to be in white. Someone said they were going to be in white. But no, the Sharks are playing in black. Cardiff are in pink and black. Free gets it out the back. Cater feeds Noche. Here's Quesimona. Here's Dylan Richardson midfield. Good carry from Richardson. He's got into the 22. Free. Noche. Noche offloads to Cater. Cater gets it away. Opolis. He's the one I said to watch. Almost over. Oh, and it's a good steal from Cardiff, and they win the penalty. And that is poor. That's really poor support from the Sharks. Hi, Richard. That's a really poor support from the Sharks and really poor ruck defence. Really, really good from Josh Adams to get his hand over there. So Cardiff get the penalty basically on their 5 metre line. You're on cross-boarding laptop. Oh, so that's you. The Connaught vs Stormers game is still 0-0. What's the Lions score? Let me have a look. I want to have a look at the Lions. Oh my God, Lions, despite having a red card, smashed Glasgow. That's impressive. So Cardiff go to the front. They break off the back. Ugh. Ben Donald with a good carry. And I think Ben Donald's actually switched with Alan Lawrence to number 8. Crenier gets the ball back and kicks downfield. There's no one home for Cardiff, actually. They're going to have to run back, and it's Winnett who finally gets there. But he's got enough time to pretty much set himself and kick downfield. And he brings play just outside the Cardiff 10-metre line. I tell you what, Winnett has a lot of potential. He's a very good player. So Richardson will throw in again. They go to the front, and it's to Mavasere, who's beaten 3 tackles. Oh, he's up to the 22. That was a brilliant run from Mavasere. Quesimona, he's into the 22 now. Free with quick recycle. Crenier inside to Richardson. He's met by the front rowers. Cardiff trying to get over it, but can't quite do so. Free. Oh, that's called a knock on. And I think it was Lionel Crenier who's apparently knocked it on. So it'll be a scrum down to Cardiff. First scrum of the game. So we'll see how this goes. All new front row for the Sharks. All new front row for Cardiff. Cardiff have a 40 kg. What's it called? 40 kg addition over the Sharks in terms of their scrum weight. That's a big difference. Half a person, well, not half a forward, but half a backline player. But hopefully that won't mean too much. There's a knee down immediately from Cardiff, but no penalty. They pass it to Josh Adams, and Josh Adams clears downfield. Hasn't found touch, though. Chamberlain will be able to run it back. He steps in field, gets it off to Painter, who's upended, and he's almost turned over. Isn't, though. Rahl. Sharks are almost up to halfway. Free. Richardson. Helped by Mavasere. Not quite up to the halfway line yet. Free to Lionel Crenier, who drops back and launches a high bomb. Really good. Oh, that was risky from Dianti. Oh, Sharks get the penalty. Now, 9 minutes in, 0-0. Go for Poles. Take the 3. Build some scoreboard pressure. Build some scoreboard pressure. It was a good, really well-weighted kick from Lionel Crenier. Really good. Let's see. So the penalty, well, I'd say Cato was in from the side there. But the penalty comes for sealing off, and the Sharks go to the corner. Sharks have decided to go for the corner, not the 3. Yeah, it ended 44-21. I mean, impressive from the Lions. Really impressive from the Lions. Dylan Richardson throws to the top, but it's knocked on at the line out from the Sharks. Well, actually, no knock on was called. I think it was slapped back. Cardiff do have it. They are literally on their try line, though. So they're going to have to clear it. The dead ball line, the try in-goal area is not huge. So certainly, what's his name? Where is he? Ben Thomas has to rush his kick. So it'll be another fairly good positional lineup for the Sharks. Actually, not considering the pressure he was under, not a bad kick. Gets play up to the 22. Actually, just outside the 22. Sharks lose with an overthrow, which results in us losing the second line out in a row. Cardiff come away with it. Ben Thomas with a chip over the top, but the Sharks are going to come away with it. Butch Chamberlain coming forwards and gathers it. He's brought down by Halaholo. Good run there by Hugo. Currie, Richardson out the back to Crenier. Crenier whips it wide to Keita. Keita hits the line. Good tackle there from Halaholo. Currie. Oh, that looked a little forward from oh my god, Crenier. Crenier going on himself now. Supported by Noche. Currie. Blula. That's in from the side from Cardiff. That's got to be penalised. Oh, that's awful refereeing. That was so clearly from the inside. Cardiff turn it over, though, and they're going to shift it here. Alaholo whips it wide. Hamer Webb. He's brought down eventually by Mavasere. Advantage for Cardiff. Off feet from Noche. Ben Thomas with a little offload, a little tip on there. Or rather, he shipped it on, and then he knocked it on in the pass. Interesting, but they'll come back for the penalty. And again, just really bad execution from the Sharks, as we're very used to seeing, I suppose, this year. Welcome to all 43 of you. Hope you're doing well. Sharks 45, Cardiff 15. Yeah, I don't see that happening, Eddie. Not with the way the Sharks are playing at the moment, where our execution is shoddy at the moment, and yeah, hopefully we get better. But it's what happens when you make so many changes, and I get it. We needed to have some rotation. Ben Thomas kicks to the corner, brings play just outside the Sharks 22. We're almost about 15 minutes into the first half. Sharks lost 2 lineouts in a row, and that is worrying. So Cardiff go to the front. They set the maul. It's moved forward quite well. And then Noche gets pinged for a side entry. So Cardiff will probably take the first points here. Question is, will Cardiff go for points? Nope, they're going to go for the corner. Both teams showing their intent early on in this first half. Oh, 5-meter line out. Bloody hell. 5-meter line out for Cardiff. Will they score the first try? Hopefully not, but I wouldn't put anything past them. Cardiff go to the back. Good throw. And they've set the maul. The maul is moving. It's going to be it'll definitely be a penalty. Referee has not penalised that. I would said that would have been a penalty against Sharks, but no, the arm's not gone up. Cardiff through Ben Donald. The ball's been ripped, but it goes backwards. Ripped forwards, rather. And Cardiff do get the first try. Oh, and and there might even be a follow-up card here. And it's Cornet Raul who's gone in and just shoved someone in the face. No, I don't think there's going to be a card. Thank God. But Cardiff score first. But Cardiff on the board first. And I kind of feel like the Sharks should have taken a couple of those 3-pointers. Just, try and build some scoreboard pressure. Ben Thomas wanting to convert their try, certainly right in front, so he should get it. Dianti trying to charge it down, getting very close. Come on. For God's sake, the Sharks playing me. So Lionel Crenier will get us underway again. He kicks deep into the 22 this time. Good run from the Cardiff number 8. Brings play almost out of their 22. And that is Alan Lawrence. Corneral almost getting a charge down on that box kick. Very close. Fingertip stuff. So Currie moves it down the line to Crenier. Crenier off to Mavasere. Currie changing direction. There's the Blula inside ball to put to Chamberlain, but it's a forward pass. He was straight through the gap there, but a forward pass. The referee calls him back. But good, ingenuity there from the Sharks, and it's good to see them trying something. Oh, 100% forward though, even if it's only 20 centimeters, still forward. Which Chamberlain was flying onto that ball. So it is 7-0, as you can see on the screen. 7-0 Cardiff, 18 minutes gone. I mean, you look at that. Possessions 63% to the Sharks, territory 83% to the Sharks, and yet Sharks have 0. And they give a free kick away at the scrum. So Cardiff choose another scrum. Now, what's interesting about that, off a free kick from, I think, the 1st of July, you won't be able to do that anymore. Cardiff feed their scrum through Bevan. Oh, it's a good run there from Winnett. He's almost broken one tackle, but Free does eventually get him down. Oh, they're checking something on the physio here. Maybe a tackle. Mavaseri comes across. Oh, I mean, he is going down. This might be a yellow for Mavaseri. I mean, it's even if he hadn't dipped a little bit, it would have still been high. Yeah, certainly a yellow. Oof. Thing is, it looks worse than it is because when it did drop a little bit, but it would still be high even if he didn't. So, I mean, the referee's asking what the level of danger is and the mitigation. And I think the only question here is, did he do enough of a dip for it to only be a yellow? We could be seeing a red. We could see a red here. I think we're going to see a red card here. Oh, lol. Tino Mavasera is going to get a red card. It's going to be a straight red for Tino Mavasera. Hopefully, this can do the same thing for the Sharks that it did for the Lions. But the Sharks are going to be down to 14 men for 60 minutes. So the Zimbabwean gets a red card, and Sharks will be down to 14 men for the rest of the game. And that's the thing is like this is a mix and match Sharks team, and now it's down to 14 as if it needed more pressure. I think we might see the Sharks sometimes get galvanized by a red card, but I don't see that happening in this Sharks team. Cardiff, really good maul. They're still going. It's come down once and then they've got up again and gone again. Bevan feeds John Wachowski. They're a meter out, not even now. Bevan, good stop there from Blula. Advantage to Cardiff for an offside. And it's Corneral. And that's the second try for Cardiff. And I think we're about to see the Sharks get absolutely steamrolled. Ben Donald goes over for Cardiff. Yeah, I think we're about to see the Sharks get absolutely slaughtered. This is genuinely looking quite scary. And this is literally my point. Is the Sharks have zero second team potential, none. They play, we get slaughtered. We are shite anywhere below our first string side. Absolutely useless, and it's so frustrating. Why we spend so much money on these star players, but as soon as any of them go away, we get absolutely dominated, and we've had such a bad season. Like, I get this game in the grand scheme of things means nothing, and these players do need time, which they have not had. So fair, but Jesus. And Thomas's kick comes around, and it's 14 points to nil. 21 minutes gone. Sharks down to 14. Sharks have to score next. They have to score next. Otherwise, I think we're out. We're almost out of this game already, but I don't know what it is about Cardiff and coming and playing them when we're at home. So Crenua gets us underway again. Pentre with a very pedestrian chase, and he gets it to Ben Thomas, who clears. Cardiff will probably contest the line out here. Sharks line out looking pretty bang average at the moment. Who wants to, let's say, change their predicted score? Eddie, you want to change your predicted score? Anyone else? Dylan Richardson will have a thrown at the line out here. They go to the front. Hugo, the captain, takes it. The maul is set, and it's a good maul, to be fair. Richardson has it. No, Richardson doesn't have it at the back. Corneral had it. 3. Advantage to the Sharks. Keita out the back to Crenua. Intercept, almost. But Adams knocks it on, but they'll come back for the penalty. Connor 7, Stormers 3. Oof. I think the Sharks are going to get slaughtered. 34-year-old Lionel Currie kicking to touch. He finds touch within, to be fair, inside the Cardiff 22. So it's a good attacking platform. Sharks walking very slowly to the line out for Dylan. They're told they have to hurry up. Yeah, I know Sharks got a red, Carmen. I am watching. Richardson throws in. Hugo takes it in the middle of the lineup. They set the maul. Moving forward slowly. They'll probably be told to use it fairly soon. Now it's got a bit of burst. Wachowski told to get out of it. Move forward well now. Richardson has it in control at the back. He's going to have to break off soon. No, Currie takes it from him and passes to Cater. Cater maybe a bit hit high there. Currie. Richardson. Sharks did get the red card against Benetton last week. You're right. Sharks still attacking. Kwesi Mona. Richardson. They're inside the 22. Turnover ball. Cardiff have it. Oh, Apollos might have picked it up and scored. And that is sloppy from the Cardiff. But Diego Apollos picks up and dives over. Yeah, the power of touch, I agree. It was definitely a red card. There was nowhere near enough drop there. He would still have hit him high if there was no drop. So yeah, I agree. Red card. That's really, really poor from Cardiff. And just Diego Apollos picks it up and literally just falls over the try line. So the Sharks get one back through a lot of luck, but hey, we'll take it. Oh, did I get this number? Oh, I might have in my arms. Sharks back in the game, 14 points to 7. Lionel Currie knocking that one over. And I suppose now what they'll really wanting to be seeing the coaching staff will really wanting to see these players, show some character. Yeah, so it was a knock on there from Cardiff, then knocked back by Cardiff, and then Apollos just picks up and dives over. So Cardiff get us underway again. They kick deep to Gianti. Gianti almost evades the first tackle, but it's still inside the 22. So Currie will probably use his forwards here to get a better angle before box kicking. Yep, he does so. Currie told to use it, and it's been probably 10 seconds since he was told to use it, but the referee allows it to go on. He kicks infield though. Win it, attacking well. Finds a gap. He is brought down eventually. Thomas decides not to pass. Steps in field. Good run from Thomas. Evan. Here's Ray Lilo. Whips it out to Josh Adams. Josh Adams gets into the 22. Oh, it's a good run there from Lawrence. Bevan again. Thomas. Oh, it's great hands there from Halaholo. They get it to win it. Sharks almost intercept, but can't do so. Bevan. Sharks defending decently, but they are getting stretched. Cardiff get into the 22. Here is Halaholo. Whips it wide to Josh Adams again. He kicks it forwards, but it comes off a Sharks player and goes into touch. So it will be a Cardiff line out inside the Sharks 22. Renil Hugo getting some attention there from the medics, I think on his shoulders. And a Cardiff player as well. I can't see who. Might have an HIA here for the Cardiff player. Yeah, yeah. Josh Adams kicking it forwards, and Lionel Cunha sticking out his hand, trying to bat it up so he can catch it, but it goes out. As it stands, Cardiff go up to 29 points. Sharks go up to 26. So Cardiff take it at the front of their line out. They'd use it quickly. Here is Halaholo straight through. Oh, and Gianti with a good tackle, but cannot stop Halaholo from getting over the try line. Cardiff in for another one. 3 tries already for Cardiff in this first half. Good run there from Halaholo. Yeah, good strength there from Halaholo. He hit the tackle and then spun out of it. But again, I mean, just really poor there from the Sharks. What is Quesimona doing there? He doesn't even try and tackle. That's really piss poor from Quesimona. It's a good tackle from Gianti, but he was just too close to the line. And Sharks, Quesimona, I'm sorry, I don't understand how he is a rugby player. I don't see him being good in any position or any. I've never seen him play well ever. But that's a Sharks team let down, not just him. But I mean, I've just never seen Quesimona play any interesting or good rugby ever. I can't remember a time where I'm like, wow, that was good. So Ben Thomas, can he convert? Yep, 21-7 with 10 minutes left in this first half. That was so poor from Quesimona and Dylan Richardson. Like, really poor. They did nothing to stop Halaholo. Oh, wow. Didn't know that. Halaholo won Super Rugby with the Hurricanes in 2016. So, Lionel Cunha gets us underway again. We're into the last 10 minutes of this first half. And it goes to Lawrence. He drops it backwards. Oh, and I tell you what, Cardiff put themselves under severe pressure here, but they do manage to maintain possession. Bevan, Tomachowski. Cardiff trying to get some better position to kick. Cardiff told to use it. Bevan. Hugo wants to charge him down, almost gets his hand to it. In fact, he did get his hand to it, but it just means that it'll be a line out to Cardiff. So Cardiff not only get a bit of field position, but they get the ball back as well. And there we go. The territory and possession stats starting to even up a little bit more. Possession, 53% to the Sharks, 47% to Cardiff, but the territory is still a little bit of a difference with 67-33. And another box kick from Bevan, except this time he's not going to find touch. Oh, pinch it, Bentley lets it bounce, and then it's slapped back out of the air by a Cardiff player. Cardiff have got the ball back. Bevan, Gomachowski. Here's Halaholo, steps one. Beats, it's eventually brought down by Lionel Cunha. Bevan, Gomachowski again, acting as the fly half. Bevan changing direction, bringing it back left. Oh, it's a good tip in field, but it's well read by the Sharks and a good tackle. Bevan whips it back to Thomas, who kicks over the top to win it. But Woods Chamberlain comes forward. Oh, and then he slips. He fell into the tackle. Fair enough. He really did. Currie trying to get his players to get through, and there's just such Cardiff just walking over the top of that ruck. Shitty defence there at the ruck from the Sharks, and they win the penalty. And Cardiff will probably go for the points here. And Sharks ruck defence in this game has been absolutely terrible. And you can tell these players have not played a proper game together because they're just, they're playing like crap. Cater can't keep his strength, and Cardiff just pile over. Cardiff is sensing blood. They go to the corner, they get a 5-meter line out, and I reckon they'll probably get a maul try here. And God, the Sharks just being the standard Sharks at this point. Sharks B. I know it's a Sharks B team, Carmen. In fact, it's probably our C team. But the problem is we never play these players, and when they do, they're terrible. Cardiff maul moving very dangerously to the line. Cardiff get over for their 4th try in the first half, and Sharks getting absolutely pummeled here. 26, probably 28 points to 7. Still 6 minutes left in this first half. So Cardiff do confirm the bonus point within the first half. James Botham goes over, one of the 2 red scrum cap wearing players. And Sharks could be staring down the barrel of a 21-point deficit. And we're not even at half time yet. Yeah, 100% try. Botham comes away with it. Now, can Ben Thomas make it a 21-point game? Sharks are going to get monstered in this game, I reckon. Now, can Ben Thomas get this one? Been kicking well so far. Thomas just drags this one to the left. It'll remain 26 points to 7, so a 19-point deficit. But still, I mean, Cardiff are all over the Sharks at the moment. And I'm scared that we might see a record loss at home here for the Sharks. Give me a second. I want to see what the Sharks' record defeat at home is. Sharks kick off, not up to the 22. Right, let's have a look. I love it. There's a Reddit comment, are the Sharks the worst rugby team in modern history? Interesting. It doesn't say. There isn't there's a thing, but the Sharks have it back inside their own half, and Currie is trying to get it to the back so he can box kick. Tian Currie kicks, and Paintre is chasing. Paintre knocks it on, so it'll be a advantage to Cardiff, and then number 11 is running away, and there'll be another try here, 100%. Hamer Webb feeds his number 9, and it's back to Hamer Webb. He bounces Roger Chamberlain from a standing start. They've got about 10 meters to go to the try line, and then I think Dobachowski knocked it on. And the Sharks come away with it. Hugo, Apollos kicks downfield in a very bizarre kick. But Sharks just lucky they didn't concede there. Hamer Webb with a brilliant run. Quasimodo again, just absolutely useless. Chamberlain does really well to get across there. But then, he gets sat down, but still. It was a great cover shepherding there from Chamberlain. But oh my God, Quasimodo just being absolutely shown he is not a rugby player. Less than 3 minutes to go in this first half. Sharks have already lost 2 lineouts today. Not that this is their lineout. Cardiff take it well at the front. Here is Halaholo, and he offloads it, but it's knocked on. Richardson comes away with it. He steps in field. Richardson on his bike. He's then hit hard by by Lawrence, the number 8. Blula. Sharks playing under a knock-on advantage. Looks like they're going to kick their possession away here. Sharks told to use it. Currie with a box kick. Dianti to chase. Winnett has knocked it backwards, and gets back to claim it. Oof, that is a big man. What's the number 5? Shane Lewis Hughes. He's a big man. Now it's Bevan's turn to box kick. Less than 2 minutes. Knock on from the Sharks. And it's Botham who comes away with it. 90 seconds left in this first half. Oh, Lewis Hughes almost dropping it there, but managed to hold on to it. And Bevan kicking downfield. Really good take from Butcher Chamberlain. Tian Free. Referee wants the timing on the tackle checked. Quasimodo. As effective as a cat skin wind cheater. Tian Free. He's going to kick downfield. He fumbles it. And then he's scragged by the number 4. Liam Belt. No, not Liam Belcher. Reese Litterick. Sharks just look so sloppy. Ball's knocked off the foot, so no knock on. And Quasimodo comes away with it. He beats one tackler for once in his life. Who got red carded? It was Tino Mervisere. And fair enough, it was a high tackle. The guy might have dipped a centimetre, but he was so high and flew with shoulder to head. Yeah, 100% red card. No complaints there. Evans gonna box kick, but there is a knock on, so Sharks will have one last attack in this first half. No, it wasn't a knock on. Sorry, it was the referees actually finally called them for not using the ball quick enough. Tell you what, though, the Sharks will start getting penalised for it now because they've also been very slow when told to use it. Plumtree making an average team a shit team. No, I mean, look, these players haven't had much game time, and that's part of the reason. It's a weird one, the Shark Tank at the moment. I'm not sure Plumtree's the problem because don't forget we've had these issues for a long time. So I don't know. I really don't know what the issue is. But I think our second string side is just pretty dire. Yeah, exactly. These players, they need to stand up and show something, and they're not. Cato with a full-on charge into the centres. Tian Furry offloading it to Renil Hugo. Furry again. Richardson breaks one tackle. That's a good run from him. Furry skips on to Crenier. Goes to Chamberlain. Furry. Here is Quasimodo. Rahl with a good run. God, he's a big man. And Rahl knocks it on, and that will be halftime. The Sharks with an incredibly disappointing first half. One try to show for it and a red card. Meanwhile, Cardiff already have their try bonus points. We will see you on the other side of the half, guys. Not exactly the most exciting game at the moment. I'm sure you can tell, and the Sharks just being as disappointing as ever. But we'll be back for the second half in about 10 minutes, and I'll see you then. Cheers. Whew, right, we're back, and I'm sure this is going to be an absolutely exhilarating second half. Looking at the halftime stats, possession 52% for the Sharks, 48 to Cardiff, 53 carries to 46 for the Sharks, tackles made 43 for the Sharks, 69 for Cardiff, but meters made, 103 for the Sharks, 185 for Cardiff. You see where the differences in these two teams is showing. So the Sharks are back out on the field now. Cardiff not quite yet. Sharks players not looking too worried that they're staring down a huge 19-point deficit. Then you know what? The commentators make a good point. A couple of these players are really fighting to stay at the Sharks. Because I wouldn't be surprised a few of them will be shipped on because of how poor they're playing. Really good first half for Cardiff there, but hopefully the Sharks can do something. Despite being a man down, hopefully they can do something a bit more entertaining in this second half. Ben Thomas will get us underway for the second half. Thomas kicks up high inside the 22. Noche comes away with it. Can't get out of the 22. So Tian Free feeds his forwards in roll. Free decides to go to Crenier. Crenier to Cater. Cater's on his bike. Cater's got some pace. That's why he plays wing. It's an interesting thing playing him at 12. Blula. He's almost loses it. Almost gets it stripped. Free over the top. Really good. Oh, and it's been knocked on. And I'll tell you what, Ben Thomas come away with it. Free manages to get him down just on the 22. But what a run there from Ben Thomas. Bevan. Here's Halaholo. Halaholo tries to chip over, but Richardson charges it down. And he's knocked it on, though. So Cardiff will have the ball. Then they knock it on. So there'll be a scrum very centre of the field, almost on the Sharks 22. I don't know how Lionel Crenier did not gather that back. Great tackle from Tian Free, but Ben Thomas was on it right there. He was bloody quick. Scrum to Cardiff, centre field, just outside the 22. I think we're going to see a big clear out of the Sharks after this season. I think a lot of players are going to be basically told to piss off. So, it's a good scrum from Cardiff. I would have thought they almost got a penalty there, but no, it's been reset for Wheeling. Reset for Wheeling, and I think that's on Quasimodo's side. No surprise there. Yeah, I've got to admit, Quasimodo has to be one of the players to go. I think he's truly meh. Springbok player in England for final. Yes, the Springboks are already in the UK for the final against Gloucester next weekend. I wonder if any of these players will go over for that game, but I doubt it considering how they're playing. It makes sense that our scrum section's under such pressure. We're a man down. Advantage Cardiff. Bevan. Thomas whips it over way too high for Josh Adams. But they'll come back for the penalty. And yeah, Cardiff will probably go to the corner here. They've already got the bonus point. Oh, are they going for poles? Interesting. Cardiff are going to go for a shot at goal. Make it a, 22-point lead. They've already got the bonus point, I guess. Yeah, keep the scoreboard ticking. Fair enough. They've got the bonus point, so yeah, why not? Yeah, I foresee this being a very heavy defeat for the Sharks, and I think it'll also determine Plumtree who is going to be essentially let go from the Shark squad. And I think there's a bunch of players in this team that should be let go. So Thomas kicks the ball over the poles. It is 29 points to 7. Cardiff leading the Sharks at home. And this is exactly why the Sharks don't get crowds anymore. Like, to be fair, this is actually a fairly decent crowd for the Sharks. But the Sharks just have nothing to offer in this game. Nothing. Grenier kicks into the 22, and it's Lawrence who catches. He winds up for a big hit. Lula brings him down. Now, are they going to? Is the referee going to class that as outside? Doesn't really matter. Oh no, I'd say that was tech carried out. Interesting. I would have said that ball was carried out at the 22 before it was kicked. But it will be a Sharks line out on the Cardiff 10-meter line. Richardson goes to the front. Rahl. Noche breaks off the back. Here's Keita. If anyone's actually had a semi-okay game, it's Keita. But then he loses the ball, and Cardiff have got it. Cardiff have got the ball. Quasimodo does nothing quickly. Ben Thomas tries to kick over the top. Dianti is back there. He gathers it, gets it away to Currie. They're moving it down the field now. Pente. Hard to say his name quickly. Pente. Currie. Currie again. Grenier whips it wide to Dianti. Dianti cuts back in field. He's cut down and held. He's going to have to let the ball go. He doesn't, but it's no penalty. Currie. Lula. I'm surprised there wasn't a penalty there. Richardson into the two centres, Halaholo and Ray Lilo, and he loses the ball. Well, not rather loses the ball. He concedes a penalty. Conor is playing terribly today, and look, I think he's a very good player. Number 20 is coming onto the field for the Sharks. So they are starting to make some changes, and it's Hatton on for Miller. So that is Nick Hatton has come on for, where is he? Miller. Oh, Simon Miller. And yeah, why not? At this point, why not? Yeah, I was so silly from Corneral. Just needed to hold his feet a little longer. So Cardiff have a very good attacking line out here. They go to the front. Thornton wins it. They've set the maul. It's not moving. Now it starts to move. Sharks creaking. Maul's moving forward still. I think the Sharks are going to concede here. No, maul goes to ground. Referee not put his arm out yet. No, turned over. Brought to ground by Cardiff, and then ball unplayable. So Sharks defend that one well. So Sharks will have a scrum to try and clear their lines. So what do the Sharks do? Do they look to just literally kick this out? Do they maybe look to attack? I mean, they look like they've set to attack, actually, which is interesting. I think Noche might pick it up off the bat. Dianti is on the flank, on the scrum, to try and shore it up, because obviously Mavasera is not there. Currie takes it out. Keita hits the line. Currie goes blindside this time to Blula. And he's knocked it on. This Shark side is actually depressing to watch. Like, this is... I wish I was not commentating on this game, purely because I can't stand this Shark team. Some changes here coming here, I think, for Cardiff. Yes. So changes coming here for Cardiff. 1, 3, and 6. Number 17 is on, so that will be Reece Carey is on. Evan Lloyd is on. And then, so the whole front row has come on. And it looks like Seb Davies is on as well. Yep, Seb Davies is on as well. And I think with these changes, Cardiff might completely steamroll the Sharks now. So Seb Davies has come on for number 6, which I think is Ben Donald. So yeah, Domachowski's gone off for Currie, Asarati for Litterick, and Davies for Donald. Sorry, Evan Lloyd hasn't come on yet, so that means that Liam Belcher is still on the field, the hooker. Now, what do the Sharks do here? I mean, they're on defence, so we're already 10 minutes into the second half. At least I haven't conceded a try yet. Sharks scrum under massive pressure. Penalty to Cardiff. And they win the penalty. And I mean, pretty soon we're going to get a yellow card. Reece Carey coming on and just going straight through the Sharks scrum. Ben Thomas going to kick to the corner this time instead of taking the 3. That makes a lot of sense. So it'll be another defensive another 5-meter line out. The Sharks will have to defend. What do you guys think? How do you see how many of these Sharks players do you see remaining in the Shark tank? So Cardiff take it to the front of the line out. They do set the maul. Sharks definitely trying to drag it down. And no, penalty against Cardiff for an obstruction. Truck and trailer obstruction, and that's poor because they would have scored if they hadn't done that. They just had to keep it going. Currie with a very, very average clearance kick just outside the 22. Currie showing his age, I think. I think a bunch of Sharks changes are coming up here. Go and Bosch I mean, like half of the team is changing at this point. Right, so let's see. So number 18, so that will be Prinsloo. Let's see. So Quasimodo is off, thank God. Sharks go to the front of the line out for the roll. Currie off to the new man, Prinsloo. His name's Ich. Oh my God. Here's Josh Adams under the kick. He's gone on this bite. He's done really well. He's got the ball away to his lock in, what's his name? Litterick. Reece Carey manages to almost hold on to it, but then knocks it on into a Sharks player who comes away with it. Currie, Bosch fresh on the field. Here's Apollos trying to get it going. Cater getting some strong words from the referee there. Sorry, for some reason the camera died. I lost signal, I think. Cater getting in a bit of in the referee's bad books there. So it's a Sharks scrum. Sharks put into the scrum. Currie will put the ball in now, finally. Sharks with a 7-man scrum do get their ball back. Bosch whips it wide to Apollos. Apollos to Pentre. Pentre has to try and go over his man. Does pretty well. Currie with a real hospital pass. And that is, for God's sake, the Sharks are shit. They can't do anything. They literally cannot do anything. Even something as simple as a scrum half passing a ball. I think Bosch is going to make a huge difference. I hope it's not going to turn the game around for us, but I think he'll at least get some kind of flow into what we're doing. Which, considering you put him in our first team side and he's not good at all, shows a lot. But this is, I hate watching the Sharks when they're like this. Actually, I just hate watching the Sharks when we play our second string side because they're so poor. We'd lose, like this team would lose the Currie Cup. They'd come bottom of the Currie Cup, I reckon. We'd lose to the flipping Griffins or something. It's a solid scrum for a 7-man scrum. Bosch kicks downfield, looking for a 52, but not a kind bounce for him. Winnett was back there. Bosch has made his way to the other side of the field. He receives Winnett's kick. Bosch tries to take on but he's tackled by Halaholo. Pentre manages to hold on to that. Currie. Rahl. Almost stripped on the floor. Currie again. Here's Apollos. That looked high. That did look high on Apollos. From Halaholo. Reese Carey with sorry, not Carey. It's the other guy. I can't remember his name. Cater knocks it on. Yeah, thank you. It was a high tackle. It's Kieran Asarati. He makes a good hit. But yes, it was a high tackle. So it'll be a Sharks penalty. Hopefully we'll get into their flipping 22 for once. Kerwin Bosch. Tiers De Beer will be coming on for Cardiff soon, and he is coming on right now. He's used to playing a couple of games in Durban. Yeah, it was definitely a high shot on Apollos there from Halaholo. And Currie is off, and Davids has come onto the field. So a new scrum off for the Sharks, and De Beer has come on for Halaholo. Sharks not really getting anywhere. Lawrence has gone off, and Martin has come on for Cardiff. I think we're going to lose the possession here. Yep, and the Sharks lose possession of an awful maul. And Cardiff get the ball back again. How surprising is that? Not at all. Jesus Christ, the Sharks tried. Sorry. Well, no, the first team isn't even that good, but this iteration of the Sharks is truly terrible. Even if we had a full strength side on a full 15 on the field, it would be no better. No better. So, yeah, I just can't be flipping bothered with this. Like, I'm not going to watch the Sharks second string anymore. I just can't be bothered. They are that poor. Scrum down, Cardiff ball. And it's going to be another penalty to Cardiff for another awful scrum for the Sharks. Here's Thomas out to De Beer. De Beer whips it to win it. Chipped over the field chipped over the top by the winger. I keep forgetting that. It's Hamer Webb. Off feet from Cardiff, so it's a penalty advantage to the Sharks. Pentre has to come in at scrum off. Bosch with a dink over the top. Chasing his own kick. He kicked it straight to Tinas De Beer, so they'll come back for the penalty. And Bosch will no doubt kick for the line. Davids. Which Davids is this? It is Bradley Davids. Come on, number 9. Jesus, at this point, I'm like, do players even want to go play for the Sharks with how they play? Go Cardiff. No. God, the crowd must be just so disappointed. Kieran Asarati receiving some attention there, number 18. He is massive. Just over 20 minutes to go, and Cardiff lead by 22 points. In fact, there's 22 minutes to go, and Cardiff lead by 22. Log as it stands, Cardiff on 30 points, Sharks on 25. You know what? At this point, I'm just like checking the scores for the other games. Let's have a look. Connaught and Stormers. Stormers are beating Connaught 13 points to 12. So Rahl takes it at the front of the line out. Noche breaks off the back. Davids to Apollos. Good strong run from Apollos, but now he might get the ball stripped here. He's certainly held up in the tackle. It is still moving forwards. It's up to the 22. Now the ball won't come out. Yeah, but it's good territory gain, but it means nothing in the long term because they'll just kick the ball downfield. Yeah. Once again, the Sharks just get soft turnover. So, Dylan Richardson coming off as well as number 4, which is it's Corne Rahl, which means that we've got Dan Uster coming onto the field as well as Thomas Dyer. Yes, Thomas Dyer. Thomas Dyer on debut for the Sharks. So Cardiff have the put into this scrum. Will they play for a penalty, or are they going to actually try and play with it? That's the question. Uster straight into the scrum and straight away under pressure. Another penalty at scrum time for Cardiff. And I'm pretty sure that is like 4 sort of straight scrum penalties in a row. See, I don't think it is anything to do with the red card. I think our scrum is just shit. I don't think an extra flank on the side would stop that from happening, to be honest. So Ben Thomas going to get the clearance kick away. Sets up the line out for Cardiff inside the Sharks half, about 5 meters inside. God, when we play the Bulls, we are screwed. So Cardiff, they go. Sharks! I tell you what, Sharks have stolen the line out. David does loopily get it away to Bosch. Bosch to Noche to Pente. Pente. Oh, he takes on the line and gets through one tackle. David's. Oh, and it's knocked on by the Shark because, of course, it is. And we enter into the last quarter of this game with, in typical fashion, Sharks giving away possession. God, this is pathetic. This is absolutely pathetic. Handling errors, 11 from the Sharks. And Lloyd will come onto the field now for Cardiff, the reserve hooker, Evan Lloyd. He will be replacing, what's his name? Belcher. No, not, yes. Yeah, Belcher. Painful. This is severely painful. Because the Sharks just do nothing right. Nothing. 4 scrum penalties for the Sharks. And I know, I agree it's a 7-man scrum, but still, it's not good enough. It's not good enough. And the ball comes out so fast this time that they want to play with it. Oh, it's just whipped wide by Bevan, but it's way too far in front and hard, and it goes over Josh Adams. It was unnecessary. Davids, Bosch. Bosch is going to kick. And I think it's Pentre is chasing. Right. Oh, and he takes it very well. Pentre takes that really well. Balls come out. Apollos has to slap it back. Cater drops it forwards. Referee hasn't. Nope, referee out the touch. I've just seen it. Another handling error from the Sharks. I just don't want to watch this game anymore. I really don't. It's so boring because it's just the same thing over and over. It's like watching a child or children. Aserati is not enjoying life though. I can't tell if he's getting cramp or if he's pulled something. Time's on. 17 minutes left in this second half. I mean, the Sharks need to do something to show for this evening because at the moment they have just done absolutely nothing. They scored off a mistake. They've done nothing themselves. And it's just pathetic. Sharks have made so much. They've made less than half of the tackles. They've missed 19 tackles. You know, Cardiff have the scrum now. Will they play for a penalty? No, it looks like they're going to actually want to play with it. Here's Tino De Beer gets it out to Hamer Webb on the cut-in line. Both of them. Using those forwards well. They're not over the halfway just yet. I think they're going to box kick. Oh, he was close to being charged down. Good box kick. Bosch, I think, is coming forwards for that. No, it's not. It's Lionel Crenier. Knocked one from him. So another handling error from the Sharks. Tino De Beer with a beautiful little cross kick. Tiny little cross kick, but it works so well to Hamer Webb. I think there was a high tackle there. Penalty to the Sharks for holding on. Bosch is going to try and do a little bit of a banana kick so to eat up some more meters. So it's the Sharks line out. So URC will throw in. It's on our 10-meter line. New man, what was it? Hatton? No. Apollos is lined up. The Sharks finally doing some attacking. Yanti he drops the ball backwards and then lets it go out. Well, basically throws it out backwards. So all that attack, that Sharks attack, look, it made us 20 odd meters, but it's just poor. It's another handling error. Cardiff lose the ball forward, so Sharks do get the ball back, but they can't hold on to it, so they'll have to come back for the scrum. The Sharks are going to have to play the scrum really fast to get the ball out. Mason Grady making his way onto the field. Who's he coming on for? Lilo. So Mason Grady coming on to 13. So now the centre pairing is Tina De Beer and Mason Grady. I'm sorry, did you say Mason Grady's 38? No, Lilo. I think Ray Lilo is 38. Sharks have 13 odd minutes to do something in this game. I want to see Bradley Davids do something. He looks like a kind of a nuggety, fast, rapid scrum off, a bit like Grant Williams. I want to see him do something. Bradley Davids gets it off the back. Bosch whips it wide to Cater. Cater to Crenier. Crenier stabs it down the field. Not hard enough. Bentley was chasing, but the ball wasn't kicked far enough. Cardiff recycle. Eustace offside there. Cardiff have performed their basics brilliantly. Bevan, he kicks box kick, and he finds a decent touch outside the 22. So Eustace will have us throw into the line out just outside the Cardiff 22. So Davids feeds Bosch. Bosch to Apollos. Apollos hitting Tino De Beer, but he gets him down. Davids again. Bosch out the back to Bentley. Good tackle there from Mason Grady. Davids. Dyer, the new man on debut. Not does it finally get away. Bosch decides to attack the line himself because no one else is doing anything. Advantage to the Sharks. Penalty to the Sharks. Go to the line out. Try and do a maul or something. Bosch, for once, is attacking the game line. Doesn't happen often. He's nice. He's taking the ball flat. He's usually incredibly deep. Sharks have had more possession, and yet they've done nothing with it. It's can't. I don't think that. I honestly we had them under pressure, but we were converting no points, and then Mavaseri got a red card, and it just made it a little harder. I don't think even with him we would have won this game at all. The ball is at the back of the maul, but David's going to have to use it. Does so to Apollos, who hits a hard line, but is smacked. Davids is kind of wrapped up. Ball backwards. Davids. The new man, number 20, Hatton? Yeah, I think it's Hatton. Here's Noche. Now we see, does some of the players stand up? Davids. Euster. Turned over. Cardiff get the penalty. And there's some cramp there on the Cardiff players. And Sharks marched back 10 metres for ill discipline. Oh, referee laying down the law for Noche, who he heard saying cheat about something, and unhappy with that. Fair enough. So he said, if I hear you using it again, you'll be off the field. And I tell you what, the referee has laid down the law, which has been good. He's a strong referee, this guy. It's the second time he said something similar to the Sharks. Cater first, and now Noche. I would say he's not supporting his body weight. He went straight onto his elbows. Nah, that fair. It was definitely should not have been a Cardiff penalty. So Beetham has come on to win it. I'd say, yeah, both of his arms were on the floor when he made the steal. Yeah, Notche's right. I mean, he shouldn't have said, the word cheat, but yes. I think he's right. That shouldn't have been a penalty to Cardiff. Bentley knocks it on. No, Emma Webb did it, but Sharks come away with it. And it's an awful pass. Premier has to get back and get it. Cardiff have stolen the ball in the counter-ruck. Davids with a good tackle, but Cardiff coming again. Thomas gets the ball away to Tino De Beer. Mason Grady on the outside. Mason Grady goes straight, through the most pathetic tackle I think I've ever seen from Lionel Premier. Just pathetic. And finally, there's a try in the second half. So that is another try for Cardiff. 34 points to 7 with a kick to come. I mean, this was just so pathetic from Lionel Premier. I mean, pathetic from the Sharks, to be honest. Yeah, Cardiff score again. Our points difference is now going to be just absolutely horrendous. Ben Thomas looking to get his fifth kick over out of 6 attempts. It's 4 from 5 currently. It's really hard not to be harsh against the Sharks here because they've done absolutely nothing. Nothing in this game. Ben Thomas curls it round and gets the kick over. 36 points to 7. And they're approaching the last time they thrashed the Sharks in the Shark Tank, which was 35-0. At least we're not getting nilled. They just need 7 points to beat that deficit, though. Eamon Webb can't hold on to it. He knocks it on into touch. The Sharks will have an option. Line out's called. So Sharks will have one more. Well, no, they've got 5.5 odd minutes to do something. But no, this scoreline is embarrassing for the Sharks. I don't care about the red card, to be honest. Uster throws, and the Sharks just completely fuck up their line out. It goes to no one because all the Sharks players have moved forwards, and Cardiff just run away with it. It's bloody pathetic. They have no idea what they're doing. Bevan with a box kick. No Sharks compete for it, so Cardiff come away from it, but they have knocked it on. this team has no idea what it's doing. Not a clue. So we've got a Shark scrum here for the knock-on from Cardiff. I'm not expecting anything to happen from this. Knowing us, we'll probably knock it on. We've had 15 handling errors in this game. Less than 4 minutes to go in this match. Sharks have got 0 to take from this game. I don't even think anyone's had a good game, so nothing to take from the actual overall thing. Davids to Pentre off to Bosch. Apollos hits the line quite hard, but he's brought down. Davids, Bosch again. Bosch puts it on the toe. Reneur's chasing. Dianti is chasing, but the ball beats both of them into touch. Carmen Sharks. Boom. This doesn't even look like a rugby team. Like, it just doesn't. To be fair, that almost worked. That did almost work from Bosch. I'd say if any player that has actually played well today, maybe Chamberlain, but he went off early. So Cardiff come away with it. Bevan, I tell you what, they haven't used their reserve scrum half. Bevan with a box kick. Oh, he is charged down by Renil Kuko, but it's not. Oh, Bosch gets his foot to it. There's a race. Bosch might get there first. Bosch with a try. And it's definitely an opportunistic try again. But Bosch does something. He makes a difference. And he's going to drop kick it, I think. He is. Bosch drop kicks it, gets the points. And Sharks get something. Not a chance. But there was a good charge down from Hugo. And then Bosch just kind of puts his foot on the ball, kicks it over the top, and he does have a decent amount of pace. Bosch is fast. Yeah, definite try. Great. That's good from Bosch. I think he's had more impact on this game than anyone else, and he's played like 20 minutes. I mean, I used to love Bosch, but he's been pretty average for the last few seasons. So Sharks do get one back. With a minute and a half left, what's his name? Thomas gets us underway in this for probably the last time. It's been knocked backwards by the Sharks. Oh, okay. I thought that was knocked backwards by the Sharks, but no, it was knocked on by Cardiff. So Sharks will have one last scrum, one last attacking opportunity to put some, what's the word? Pride on the scoreboard, should we say? Try and narrow it to a 15-point loss. At the moment, it's still 22 points deficit. 45 seconds left. Jean de Villiers already heading out. Free kick to the Sharks at that scrum. Davids, Bosch, awful pass from Grenier, but Apollos does get it. Done fairly well there to get under Mason Grady. They go down the blind side. Ooh, Noches hit hard. Davids, Uster gets nowhere. Davids, Bosch with a kick over the top. Oh, and it bounces nicely, but straight to a Cardiff player. And I think Cardiff will just probably kick it out here. Oh, it's definitely. Currie was offside as hell there. Cardiff do kick it out through their scrum off. That's full time, 36 points to 14. The Sharks have absolutely zero positives to take away from that game. Nothing. I don't care about the red card. They showed nothing before it happened, and they showed next to nothing after it happened. Yes, it was a game that meant nothing to either team, but I mean, these are Sharks players that needed to show something to show that they should still be at the club, but they didn't. They nothing there was positive for me. And what a throwaway game. But that is how it ends. 36 points to 14. Congratulations to Cardiff. Although I think they could have put the Sharks to the sword. They didn't manage to, despite all their dominance and their red card. But yeah, I mean, that's how it ends, guys. Have a great weekend. Enjoy your Saturday night. Hopefully the Stormers get their win. Let's check the score on it for them quickly before we close the stream. Stormers won 16-12. So at least a good result for the Stormers away from home. Stupid Sharks, never supported them again. Look, it's our second string side. I mean, I'll always support the Sharks, but it doesn't mean I won't rip them to pieces when they're this shit, because they've been doing this for ages now. But I will always support the Sharks. But yeah, cheers, guys. Thanks for watching along, and I will see you soon.